Right, let's go full power. If anything bad happens... Oh no, the lights have cut out. It's just started chucking it down with rain. Guys, can you see that in the water there, just behind this pillar here? Look at the size of those waves. Oh my goodness. We're going to jump onto the roof. This is probably a very bad idea. Hello everybody, Mr. Stixman here, and welcome back to Stormworks. We are out at sea, continuing our latest adventure, a mission to make $2 million in order to afford a $10 million cargo haul in the near future. But right up ahead there's an oil rig, and in today's video we're going to get onto that rig and buy some oil before transporting it over to another island where we'll sell it, top up with diesel, and then most importantly buy $300,000 of jet fuel, which we're going to sell for $2 million in the next episode. Let's get to work. Right then, so we're just about to reach our first destination on this setup mission, and what we're going to do is actually go to the right hand side of this oil rig, because that's where the crane is. That's where we're going to be sort of craning oil down into our tanks. Now in a minute guys, I am actually going to sleep through the night so we can all see what's going on in the morning. Hopefully it'll be nice and bright and sunny, because obviously yeah, it is very dark at the moment. What's the time? It is currently okay, just gone past 11 o'clock in the evening. But what I thought we'd do is approach it in the dark, because then we get a chance to use our spotlights and that sort of thing. You may have noticed that I've turned off the catwalk lights and the understair lighting there, because they are quite a drain on my performance. However, what we can do is use a single spotlight to light up the entire deck, and that's actually very effective. So let's go and do that now with this chair here. We'll put on the right hand spotlight, there it is, and then we'll just move it around with my arrow keys. Check that out guys, look how good that is. It's so effective, isn't it? And one light, as opposed to like 10 or whatever I was using before. So we'll stick with that at the moment, and of course you can see that on the monitor here. If I just switch channels, there we go. So yeah, we can see that clearly. And now on the other side, on this spotlight just over here that I'm now moving around, I'm going to use that to light up the rig, basically, the crane that we're sort of approaching. I'm going to use that one for that. And I've got that turned off at the moment. But also what we could do actually is have a look at the water with it. If I just turn that on, that's one over there. Look at that, we can now see the waves a bit more and see stuff that's in the water surrounding us. That's really good, isn't it? Very cool. I believe the waves are actually dropping off a bit now, so that's handy. And it seems like it's going to be a safe approach, because of course if we go really close to the rig, and I'll just turn that off for a second. If we go really close to it when the waves are larger, we could easily get banged up against the side of it, and you know we'll suffer some big damage essentially. What's that monitor doing? Now somebody in the comments very kindly said that yes, the helm and the seats or whatever do actually cause the pivots here to reset. So that's why this monitor is moving apparently, and yes, it seems to be a bug, so hopefully eventually that'll get fixed, but at the moment we're going to have to sort of be a bit cautious of that. However, look, there's the rig there. We're just really getting quite close now, so I'm going to go back onto the helm here and just sort of aim for underneath that crane. We're currently doing 4.7, 4.8 knots. I slowed down a bit just so that we could be careful, as we can't really see too much around us, and I didn't want to, you know, increase the risk at all. But it is 83 meters of depth at the moment underneath the hull. And what else can we look at here? The generators are running as normal, I think. There's our fuel over there. Oh, we're rolling to the side. Let's hold on to the steering wheel. I don't know what that is over there, but it could be some kind of boat. I think that's a boat. It doesn't seem to be moving very fast, does it? What's that? Oh, it's a plane. There's a plane over there as well, look. Oh, it's turning around. Okay. God, that's going quick, isn't it? I think it's doing circles, actually. That's interesting. Now, I'm going a bit wide here just because we don't want to get too close in the night time. In the morning, I'll probably, you know, park this thing a bit closer. But if we just cut the motor power here, perhaps. And there we go. So now we've stopped. I'm going to get back into my light control seat, and we'll just try and move this spotlight around. If we just turn that on, There we go. Oh, look at that. How bright that is. That's really good. So that's the crane right there. That's what we're going to be going underneath in the morning. And let's go out on deck and have a look at that properly. Getting stuck in my own chair now. Oh, no. There we go. There we go. Fantastic. Look at that. Now, there's a lot more features that I have not talked about yet on this boat, and I'm going to show you guys everything that I can at least remember anyway. So we'll get on to that as we go forwards with this episode and the next episode. I'm going to go to sleep now, make it nice and bright and sunny in the morning, but I'm not going to show you that because I want to show you down below deck in the next episode as another plane goes overhead, look. So yeah, I'll do that now, and I'll see you in a minute when it's morning, and we'll get up to that rig and buy some oil. Good morning everybody, and look at the weather, perfect conditions for us to approach the rig. What we're going to do in a second is just point the bow straight underneath that crane over there, and then we're going to run up onto the rig and lower down the crane, connect it up to our tanks and buy some oil. So let's head into our bridge, and the first thing we're going to do is apply a bit of throttle here. I don't have the generators running right now actually, but that should be okay. And I'll just give it a tiny bit of throttle and also some bow thruster as well, so we can point the bow to port side. There we go, it's moving very nicely. Now let's just go forward to apply a bit more. There we go, a bit more throttle there. And okay, that's a bit too fast actually now. Just back off on that a bit, maybe 1.5 knots is good. Now that's the crane, so we want to keep that right in the centre. And just a bit more left, that's good. That's good, 1% throttle now. And to be honest, that might be good. Let's go and have a look. Okay, nice. We're on the bow right now, and look how much clearance we've got, but also the crane. I don't know if the crane's going to quite reach the bow, but it might do actually. I think we're slowly drifting in. Right, let's just take a quick dive into the water and go up onto the rig. I was going to wear my diving gear, but it does actually make the screen a bit darker, so I thought I wouldn't do that, and then, you know, the video quality would be a bit better, to be honest. So we'll just run up here. And, oh, careful. I'm jumping too much. Now let's go over to the crane. It's just around the corner, I think. There it is. And we'll have a quick look down below. That's very, very good, actually. It seems to be right underneath. So I might just send it a bit left. There we go. Guys, look at that. It's right in the middle, pretty much. Is it going to... Oh, there, it's on deck. It's on deck. Right near our connector, which is just at the end of that yellow adapter. That's perfect. Right, I'll let go of the button. Now to save time, I'm actually going to do a bit of a jump off here. That might not be the best idea. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Everything's okay. Let's go. Let's jump. I hope it doesn't damage us. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. No damage at all. From a higher height, I think we would actually lose some health doing that. So, yeah, you've got to be careful. But that seemed to be okay. Right, don't connect to that. No. That's not what we want. This is fine. We're going to quickly hook that up to the one on the deck. There we go. And then, of course, the pumps need to be turned on before we can actually get any oil into the tank. So let's go and do that right now. Some lights on here. Get into our seat. Now let's fill up the bow tank. I think number 3 probably, just to keep things easy. And we'll pump in. And there we go. The oil is going in. Now the main idea with this is that we're just testing our systems at the moment, so we don't have to worry too much about making a lot of profit here, but we will probably put around 10,000 litres of oil into the tank, and then we're going to make more than double that in profit, so that's quite nice. Oh, it started raining, guys. Does that mean the waves are going to pick up as well? Not necessarily, but they might do. It's very calm at the moment. I don't mind a bit of rain, to be honest. I mean, it does make the... it does reduce the brightness a bit. Oh no, here come the waves and the wind. Right, how much? I might actually just stop it right here, to be honest, guys. How much have we got in there? 6,500. Right, let's stop it here, because I'm not risking this. I don't want to get any damage. So let's stop that. And then I'll just turn the lights off, close the door. We'll go and disconnect it. Right, let's get that off straight away. Chuck it into the water. Now, I am actually going to crane it back up again because we're doing things right. we'll try and do things right anyway. So let's dive in. And I can't swim up. The waves are so powerful. I can't get to the surface. Now we're surfing on a wave really fast into a ladder. That would probably be quite painful, to be honest, wouldn't it? Oh, no. Okay, there we go. It's coming up now, and luckily, look, the boat is quite a long way from the rig, so that's nice. We don't seem to be in danger of suffering any damage anytime soon. Where's our connector? There it is. What are these things, guys? If anyone knows, just mention it down below in the comments. That's quite interesting, isn't it? I'm not sure what that's for. Is it some kind of chimney? Maybe. I'm not really sure. That's a pipe, though, isn't it, going up there? Anyway, let's head back down really quickly before before the boat gets swept away from us. Okay, now what's happening next is we're going to go east again. So let's start up the generators. And then we'll just apply a bit of throttle here onto our motors and also use the bow thruster to just get well clear of the rig. There we go. Then if we look at our compass ball there, we're almost going east again. It's actually a little bit southeast, I think. We'll probably go just past that. We might be able to see the refinery in a minute, to be honest. There we go. That's about perfect, I would have thought. Now let's get the binoculars out. And my flashlight is running out of battery. There it is. Wait, is that the island? Oh no, I don't think it is actually. I think that's a different island. Difficult to tell here, isn't it, at the moment? Oh, there it is, guys, just to the left of the other one we were looking at. There it is. So there, I don't know if you can see that on YouTube, but we're just going to turn port side a bit. And just make sure, yeah, we're well clear of the rig now. That's fantastic. Yeah, the reason why I know that's the right island to go to is because you can see a little platform there. And that is the one you can buy on the map. If we just have a look here. Yeah, we're currently looking at this platform here, which you can buy for around $100,000, I think, and then build structures on it, which is quite cool. But we're looking at that, and then right behind it is the island where we're going. So that's very handy, and luckily, it's actually quite calm, isn't it now? Very calm. We're also on the lookout for crates, guys, loot crates. All the time, we want to keep an eye out for those, because you can get up to $12,000 in them, which would pay for all of our diesel today, pretty much. So they're quite easy to see, you know, in calm water normally. We don't really want to go too far out of our way, do we? But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let's have a look over the other side of the boat as well. No, can't see anything there. And what about at the stern as well? Now, this is a time where it would be really handy to have a little rib on the back or something, wouldn't it? Because then we could just quickly lower it into the water and zoom off over to get it and then come back again. But unfortunately, we don't have that that functionality at the moment. One thing I am going to do, and a couple of you have asked me to do this in the comments, and I do agree it's a good idea. We're going to test this thing out at full power, okay? We've got enough fuel to have a bit of a mess about with this now. So okay, let's do it. Let's go full power, guys. First of all, we're going to increase our generation of electricity so that we can actually, you know, take it. Things might go a bit wrong here, just so you know. It can be a bit dangerous doing this stuff. Right, 50% generation then, and look at that. We're now doing 816 on the generator. By the way, that goes up to about 3,600 at, I think, anyway, at high throttle. So it goes a lot higher than that. But now let's just increase our throttle a bit here. And we'll try different steps. You know, we'll start off at like 20%. 12 knots. Over 12 knots consistently there. We'll make sure we're heading in the right direction as well. Okay, visibility has just reduced a lot here. I think there might be some fog over there, to be honest. It doesn't really look like it on the map, does it? There's a tiny bit of fog here, but not much. But yeah, we can't now see the island anymore, which is a bit strange, seeing as we could very easily a minute ago. Oh well. Right, anyway, let's increase our throttle to 30%, for example. We'll just check the battery as well. There we go, full battery. Very, very good. Whoa, 15.8 knots. At 30% throttle. Not bad. That's pretty quick, isn't it, guys? We're carrying a bit of oil, not much, but a bit. and it's not that much throttle either, really. And we're on full battery still, right? Let's go up to 40%. We'll do it exactly if we can. 18 knots, 18.3. And look how flat that is, guys. That's amazing. We do have trim, actually. We've got trim on the fluid jets themselves. And that works really well. But we haven't even had to use that, really, so far. Adjusting our speed here. That is so flat, isn't it? Very good. Right, now let's go a bit higher. I mean, what's the battery like? Okay, we are losing a bit of battery, so now we've got to increase our generation a bit here. Let's try 60%. There we go. Exactly 60. 1200 on the generator, and our fuel is going down pretty quick right now. We do need a bit more throttle because the battery is still going down. Let's try 70. Battery is going up pretty quick right now, and also generation is 1690. It will go more than double that, actually, so that's very good. Right, let's try 50% power now. Okay, 21 knots. Let's have a look. Actually, the bow is tipping down a bit now, isn't it? I think, anyway. So what we're going to do is use our trim lever just here, very slightly. Actually, just to show you guys an example, let's ramp it all the way back, and you'll see the bow rise up. Look at that. Look at that. And that's why we've got the trim here, just to adjust it. Then equally, if we push it forwards too much, we won't do anything too crazy, but you'll see that the bow is starting to tip into the water. Look, that's not full trim or anything, but it's quite sensitive, as you can see. So we'll leave it at around, I don't know, like 48%. That's quite good, isn't it? Maybe a bit less than that, actually. There we go, not bad. And I can just about see that platform. I don't know if you can see that on video, but it is there. We're heading right for it. So now we are back in view distance of it. How's the battery doing? 99%. And it is actually charging right now at 21, 22 knots nearly. Right, let's go full power. If anything bad happens... Oh no, the lights have cut out. Oh no, we're turning left. Okay, hang on. I know why that is. Hang on. Right. Bring it back, the lights should come back on. There we go, the lights are on again. Okay. Right. Now, what I think happened there is basically we were draining so much power that the lights didn't get enough because it all went into the motors. So that's quite interesting though, isn't it? That the lights can actually cut out if you take power away from them. I like that. Now let's just... what have we got here? How fast did we actually go, guys? I missed that. We started turning to the left. Can we get to 30 knots? Lights have cut out again. Still going in a straight line at the moment. Let's go for it. Oh, we're not getting any faster than that. So it seems the top speed is about 26 knots. Maybe just a bit more than that, to be honest. That's good though, isn't it? Now, something else happened there. Let me just turn down the generators because we're drinking a serious amount of fuel right now. We probably spent like $1,000 just on that. That silly game we just played there. Let's bring that down back to normal for the moment, I think. 29%. Bring this back down as well to about 6%. Okay. Panic over, guys. Panic over. We have turned a bit as well. Where are we going? We've actually lost track again of where we're going. Visibility is definitely fluctuating, isn't it? Anyway, we'll sort of go in this direction for the moment. I think I can actually see the island right now, so sorry if it's a bit faint on YouTube, but I can see something there. Anyway, yeah, the reason why we started turning left, okay, is also, now I found this out in testing, is that if you put too much power into the motors and drain too much away from the battery, the motors on the left side actually cut out, and the motors on the right side of the boat, the starboard side, actually remain running. And I don't know why that is, because they're exactly the same. They all feed into the same battery. So I'm not sure why that is, but this one right here always is the one that cuts out, and then of course we start veering off to the left-hand side there. So we need to turn, well actually, no, we probably want to go straight, to be honest. So I think the plan is to sort of leave this platform here on our left. then come over this way, take a nice wide berth so that we can go in nice and straight. Because we don't want to, you know, get caught up in the size and get stuck anywhere, right? That would be a terrible idea halfway through a really important mission. So we're going to give it a nice wide berth and then go in straight if we can. And also, of course, it's very important that the weather remains calm for that, because we're going to be in there for a little while. And we don't want to get killed on the side of the dock at any point. It's just started chucking it down with rain, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a bit of a lightning strike in a minute. Hopefully it won't get our boat, because the thing is, guys, you can actually get struck by lightning in Stormworks, and it can actually damage your electronics a bit. So that is another thing to be very careful of here. But we're almost there, look. We're actually probably about, I don't know, 1.5 kilometers away, something like that. We're getting quite close now, and with any luck, the rain will disappear very, very soon. Guys, can you see that in the water there, just behind this pillar here? Where is it? There it is. Look at that, there's a crate in the water. So I'm turning while keeping my binoculars on it. Oh no, we can't see anything. Hang on. Where's it gone? That's the light. Where is it? You want this? It's going to give us some money. Where is it, guys? Oh no, we've lost it. Hang on. Chances are it's still there, just, you know, behind some of the waves or something. Right, we're pretty much pointing towards it now. Oh my goodness, that scared me. I just thought the bow lifted like 30 feet in the air. I don't think it did though. There it is, hang on. There it is. Yeah, we'll just turn to the starboard side a bit more. Okay, we're heading straight for it now, almost anyway. Oh dear. Look at that, the depth is 220 odd meters. That's so deep, isn't it? That's why the waves can get pretty large over in this area. I think the deeper it is, you know, the larger the waves can get. I think that might be how it works in Stormworks. I'm not too sure, but if that is the case, anyway, I mean, look at these waves. They're quite big, actually, aren't they? I mean, we could get swept overboard if we're not careful. So, yeah, let's close the door, turn on the lights, and stay in the dry for the moment. Now, it's going to be very hard, actually, to see this crate, and it's also going to be very hard to get it in these waves. So, hopefully we haven't actually run over it already. I mean, at the moment, I've completely lost sight of it, to be honest. I should have looked at my bearing, my heading, because then we'd know what direction it is. Look at the size of those waves. They are enormous now. They are actually enormous. Okay. This, I think we'll be fine. It's just that, you know, it's not exactly easy going, is it? Alright, but this is what we do this for, guys. This is part of the adventure. What I might do is risk going up onto the roof above us and having a look from a higher vantage point, because, to be honest, can't really see much here, can we? And the waves are enormous. We're going 8 knots surfing down a wave, 10 knots, look, and then probably down to under 5 at times as well. Right, I'm just going to cut back on the throttle here. Oh my goodness, we're going to jump onto the roof. This is probably a very bad idea, but we're going to do it. Come on. Okay, easy. Can we see the crate anywhere? I think we've lost it. I honestly, I cannot see it anywhere. We must be quite close to it by now, if it is still there, you know. But the weather is just too extreme. I've just seen it, guys. I've just seen the crate. It's over there somewhere. Alright, quick, let's put some throttle on. Okay, the generators are now on, and we're moving forwards. It is over in this direction. We don't want to run over it, but it looked to be about 100 meters away, maybe 200 or 300 meters away, actually. It's quite hard to tell, but it's definitely over here somewhere. There it is, right in front, look, guys. Hopefully you saw that, right in front of the bow. So let's just back off on the speed a bit. There, right over there, look. Got to keep track of this really carefully, because we could easily lose sight of it and it can be swept around. There it is. So we're currently moving at around, okay, 3 to 4 knots. Now the worst thing would be if it's got like $500 in. I mean, it's not terrible, right? But to be honest, we probably used up that much diesel just trying to find this thing. But it could have up to $12,000, I think, which is, you know, that's a nice sum of money, that is. So we might as well have a go, see what we get. The waves are dying down as well, look at that. It's a bit less choppy now. That's very, very lucky, actually. That makes our job a bit easier, doesn't it? We're going to keep it right in front of the bow until we can't see it anymore. And then we're going to just turn to the port side, I think. Right, it's gone. It's just gone under the bow now. So what we'll do is we'll turn to the port side. And try and get it onto the side of the boat. Where is it? There it is. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. And we'll just cut power in a minute. I don't think we're quite in line with it yet. All this for a little wooden crate, guys. But hopefully it's got some good cash in it. Right, let's cut the power here. I'll just bring the bow, the starboard side with our bow thruster a bit so it's near the ladder. And then we can just climb back on board straight away because there are sharks in the water. And we don't want to meet any of them, do we? We definitely don't want to meet any sharks. Or maybe we do. Maybe it'd be good fun. But, right, let's go and get it. What do we get? $9,500. Now that is good. That was worth it, wasn't it? I think so, guys. That was definitely worth it. But now let's get back on our mission. So we'll get going towards the refinery. Okay guys, now as you can see we're getting quite close to the island now, which is great. The sun is setting, so in a minute I am going to go to sleep and wait for the next day so we can get a full day of sunlight and hopefully nice bright sunny calm weather. But I did just have an issue, and it's only a very minor issue. So going back to the infinity money problem that we had kind of recently, a few episodes ago, we just had that again. However, it only lasted for about 1 second. I literally mean about 1 second. Our money was going either up or down, and I can't remember which one it was, but either way it was probably about $200 plus or minus, so it's nothing we have to worry about. It really you know, it's annoying and it shouldn't happen, but it's not enough to, you know, cause any problems or major annoyances. So I'm going to get a bit closer, sleep through the night, then I'll see you in the morning. We'll take the ship into the dock and start selling our oil, buying diesel, and also of course buying our jet fuel. Okay, and it's again another morning in Stormworks. But yeah, the sun is rising behind the clouds there. There's a bit of rain, but not too much. It's really calm, so let's get straight into the bridge and head over to the entrance of this sort of refinery island. And that is that there is the jet fuel crane. The one in the middle is the diesel crane, and the one at the end is the oil crane. Let's just get going straight away here so we don't waste any time. And I'll put the lights on as well. There we go, that's better. Start up the generators. Then we're just going to use the bow thruster as well to point a little bit more to port side. We want to get nice and straight though before we go right in there. So maybe we'll go straight ahead at this point. There's a boat over there, look. That's pretty cool. There's the platform that we were heading for earlier, but we're now slightly to the side of it, of course, because we've had to move around it to get to this island here. And over here we have a castle ruin, which is very nice actually. That's a gorgeous island, isn't it? I love that. Very, very cool. Lots of character on that one. Let's focus on the job at hand at the moment. We're getting quite close now. I'm very carefully just moving the bow to the left-hand side. I'm going to leave the doors open now because we might need to run out on deck at any point, you know, so it's safer to do that, I think. But we're just at the entrance, so now I'm going to, yeah, turn the bow in even more. And prepare to slow down and use the bow thrusters if we need to. We're only doing 2.5 knots at the moment, which is about perfect to be honest. That gives us enough time to adjust. There's a bird just chilling out on the rock there. There's actually a few birds over there, look. They'll probably make a run for it when we get close. There we go. And we're almost straight on now with the dock, so we're just going to Yeah, that's it, right into the middle. Okay, careful. Right, let's just back off on the speed. 1% throttle is all we need, and I reckon we're actually in now. Is the bow... Yep, I think it is. Oh look, the bird's gone. But we are here, we've arrived, and that's why the bird's gone, because it knows we're here. As soon as we arrive, they take off. Okay, we're safely in on both sides. We're only just at the entrance. But moving forward now, let's go back into the bridge. Right down to the end, because that's the crane we're going to use first, actually, the oil sell point. So we might as well head towards that. I mean, thank goodness it's calm, right, guys? Because you can imagine how dangerous this is if the waves pick up again. Okay, we'll just cut the throttle there and go and have a look at the bow. Loads of room at the front. That must be about 20 meters. So we're nowhere near. Alright, now I reckon that'll just about do us there, probably. So we're going to cut the generator power now. Throttle is on 0. Yeah, look at this. Oh wow, that's very close. We might bump into that in a minute, but that's okay, we've got tyres. Now let's see if we can jump onto shore from the deck. Nice. Bit dark though, isn't it? Okay. We'll move the crane over here. And we'll try and get it right over the winch if we can. That looks good to me. Oh, it's just on deck, look. It just landed inside. And that's where we're going to connect it up to, of course. So it's pretty close. Give it a bit of extra room there so we don't pull the boat into the side. Okay, that's good. Let's try this. Right, is it long enough? Yeah, it's connected right now. Let's go right over to our control station for the pumps and start selling our oil. So it's in tank number 3, right? So 6,700 litres. Just open up the valves in tank 3, pump out, and as you can see, we're selling. Yes, it's working. We are selling the oil. Okay, while that's going, guys, we can now actually buy some diesel at the same time. We'll just move the crane over to the left-hand side a bit, but not too far, because we want to keep it on the deck, right? Then we'll just lower it down a bit. Okay, that should do it. Now let's run on board and pick this thing up. Hopefully it's going to reach. We can always extend it further if we need to. Right, that is the id. We want to go to the id, not the out, of course. Okay, so we'll just pump it in if we can get round to our button here. There we go. And look at that, the diesel is going up. So we are now buying diesel, selling oil at the same time. The oil is now all sold as well. So we didn't make a ton of money on it, but we made a bit, and at least we tested our systems there. Now let's just close the valves on tank number 3, turn off the pump and the instrument lights there as well. Head outside and check the diesel. The diesel is now filled up right to the top as well, so we can actually detach this, and we'll also detach the other one in a minute. If we just leave that on the deck for the moment, run over here and attach our oil connection as well. Then we'll just crane those back in to be nice and tidy. Alright guys, so we've done that now. The diesel tank is filled up to the max. We've also sold all of our oil. The cranes are now nicely positioned back to where they were before. Unfortunately, it's tipping it down with rain. Now that, I think, is the end of this episode, unfortunately. But in the next episode, of course, we're going to buy our jet fuel over there from the red crane. And then we're going to take it up sort of northwest and sell it for about $2 million, guys, before returning home to complete this epic setup mission. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Please do like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video. We've hit over 1,000 subscribers now, guys. And by now, I've probably released some sort of thank you video as well, actually. But of course, I will just say again, thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed or liked the videos or commented or just watched or anything at all. It means so much to me, guys. I can't believe we've made it this far, to be honest. And we're only just getting started. There's plenty more to come. We really are going for this. All right, anyway, thank you so much, guys. Take care. And I hope to see you all very, very soon. Bye for now.